Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. This is Asma and today we want to read a passage which is suitable for A2 level English learners. Elementary English learners. Then we answer some questions about it and learn 3 tips because here is English tips. Stay tuned. Okay, as you can see, here we have a picture of 2 little girls. Are they friends? Are they sisters? Are they cousins? We don't know. So let's read and find out. Molly was the only little girl on her street, but when she was 8 years old, another girl came to live in the house opposite theirs. The new girl was 8 years old too, and her name was Joan. Joan had 2 brothers. She didn't go to the same school as Molly, but they soon began to play together after school. One day Joan came home, had her milk and cookie, and then went to Molly's house. She said to her friend, "Hi Molly, will you come to my house to play? I've got a nice new game." Molly answered, "I'm sorry, Joan, but my mother won't let me play with you today, because your brother George has a bad cold and she doesn't want me to get it too." "Oh, that's all right, Molly," Joan answered quickly. "George isn't really my brother. He's my stepbrother." Okay, now we know that they are friends, Joan and Molly. So let's go to the next page and learn some new tips. Okay, here we have another girl came to live in the house opposite theirs. Opposite, what does it mean? Opposite means, for example, if one thing or person is opposite another, they are facing each other, okay? They are in front of each other, okay? And there is an important thing about opposite. We don't say opposite of something or opposite to something, okay? We don't use any preposition after opposite. So we should say one thing is opposite another. For example, there is a car opposite the door. Okay, for example, in this picture, this house is opposite this house. Okay, they are facing each other. They are facing each other. Okay, here we have the house of opposite theirs. We don't say opposite of theirs or opposite to theirs. Okay? Okay, next we have an interesting tip for you. Here we have, "But my mother won't let me play with you today." Let me play with you today. Okay? Let is a verb that we should use like this. Let somebody do something. For example, "My parents don't let me go to the party." We can't use to here. We don't say, "My parents don't let me to go to the party," okay? It's incorrect. And you can remember this rule by remembering the song Let It Go. I know, of course, you have heard it in Frozen cartoon. Okay, let it go. Let it go. We don't say let it to go, okay? But what does it mean? Let means let somebody do something, means to allow someone to do something, okay? Means give permission. For example, "My parents don't allow me to go to the party." Here we should use to. Allow me to go to the party. But with let we can't use to. We say let me go to the party. Okay, next tip is about a word. Here we have, "He's my stepbrother." Okay, George is not really my brother, he's my stepbrother. But what does it mean? As you can see here, a stepbrother means the son of your stepmother or stepfather. But what does a stepmother mean? What does a stepfather mean? As you can see here, a stepmother means a woman who is married to your father but is not your mother. Okay, so stepmother means your father's wife. Your father's wife. She's not your real mother, but your father's wife. But what does a stepfather mean? Stepfather means a man who is married to your mother, but who is not your father. So, stepfather means your mother's husband. Your mother's husband. He is not your real father. He is your mother's husband. Okay, let's go and answer some questions about this passage. Okay, the first question is, the new girl's house was far from Molly's house, across from Molly's house, next to Molly's house, or behind Molly's house? Okay, think about it and answer it, please. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, here we have the answer. As we talked about it, another girl came to live in the house of opposite theirs. Opposite theirs. What does opposite mean? It means across from. It means that Joan's house and Molly's house was across each other, was opposite each other, okay? So, B is correct. The new girl's house was across from Molly's house. Okay, the next question is, Molly and her new friend played together at a school, before a school, after a school, or all the time. Okay, think about it and answer it, please. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Here we have the answer of this question. She didn't go to the same school as Molly, but they soon began to play together after school. Okay, so Molly and her new friend Joan played together after school. So C is the correct answer. Let's go to the next question. The third question is, Joan invited Molly to her house to drink milk, see her brother, study together, or play a new game. Okay, think about it and try to answer it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, here we have the answer of this question. You know, in this question we have this, Joan invited Molly to her house to do what, you know? Here we want to know the purpose of this invitation. And here we have the answer. Hi Molly, will you come to my house to play? I've got a nice new game. So the answer is part D. Joan invited Molly to her house to play a new game. Play a game which is new and nice. A nice new game.